Another holiday is approaching, and you've reached out to your adult child as you try to schedule the family event with the grandparents. However, your child isn't responding after successive texts and phone calls. In fact, this isn't the first time a non response has occurred. As the years have passed, it's become a hit or miss on whether your child will respond to any reaching out you make. You feel like your family is breaking apart. You're about at your wits' end and wonder whether you should stop your outreach efforts forever and just let everyone go their own way. From your training with the Stoicists, you learn that alienation by your grown children is a fairly new phenomenon that many parents are having to face. What some have argued in the past that it is a family duty for the child to honor their parents, which requires staying in contact with their parents, the new wave is based on the child's perception of how they obtain personal growth, achieve their goals that make them happy, and remove any negativity that parents may cause, particularly psychological, when receiving unwelcomed parental input. In short, family duty is out the door. Instead, the focus is now on how the parent can contribute to the child's growth and happiness from the child's perspective without being a nag. If the parent doesn't meet the mark, the parent is left out in the cold. And even for those parents who do meet the mark, the child may be cold and hot at different times in contacting the parent. However, when the need for help with a job resume or addressing a broken pipe is present, you know that receiving a call at that much unwelcomed hour of 2 a.m. is most likely. For children typically want mom and dad when a crisis is at hand. So, by being the parent that always helps by providing sound wisdom when called upon, without passing judgment or making condescending remarks on how the child got into this dilemma, you'll be on your child's speed dial each time your child's world is falling apart. And for you, you know your main task is to pass God's wisdom on to them, the greatest gift any parent can give. And being viewed by your child as a sage in their hour of need is not a bad position either. Now, using my Stoic storytelling method, my grown child doesn't answer my calls. What should I do? Be careful to leave your sons well instructed rather than rich, for the hopes of the instructed are better than the wealth of the ignorant. Epictetus. My son, pay attention to my wisdom. Turn your ear to my words of insight, that you may maintain discretion and your lips may preserve knowledge. Book of Proverbs. I will be available to my child when wisdom is sought. I realize that times have changed and children do not view family duties in the same way as viewed by previous generations. The character trait I improved was accepting my role of providing wisdom to my children by utilizing the method best suited to them for receiving such wisdom. Thank you for sharing your mind with me. For your continued success, hear my secret. To give my child needed wisdom for growth, I will use their method and not be loath. Now relax, control your mind, and be as you wish to seem, empowered. Remember, it's the situation keeping my connection with Him. I'm Lori Stiff, the Stoicist, and I believe in you.